Hi actors, performers, YouTubers and live sharers out there. Great to have you back. This is Lorenzo from the COACHMC studio and I'm taking a quick break after a hard week of work reading this extraordinary book that I like to share with you guys because the core message of this piece of literature is super powerful. By the way, if you're wondering where I am right now, this marvelous place is the original model that was used from the late and great Wolfgang Petersen over 20 years ago for his groundbreaking movie Das Boot, one of the most influential movies of all times that ever came out of Germany. And I think this place perfectly fits and is greatly linked to the subject of this book and its core message. So I'm taking another quick break, and after that I will share with you some powerful messages and insights. So let's see what's cooking. It's time to cut that shit and make it happen. Yes, fellas. Make it happen. I can really see why this movie, Das Boot, over 20 years ago was so hugely successful and recognized all over the globe, because looking at this model, we have the privilege to shoot in the original model, everything looks and feels and smells so real. The sheer amount of details, the accuracy of the panels and the instruments is just mesmerizing. The craftsmanship behind all this and the props department that did this, they contributed in a fundamental way that this movie turned out to be such a huge success and influenced filmmakers to come over generations. So coming back to our book, what is the secret? What is the principle that is so powerful that I thought I might share it with you creators out there? In today's world of economics, you have two possibilities of proposing a new product, of selling anything. You can have the classical approach, so you can look for your market, analyze it, get your statistics done, and then plunge into it and fight and battle over little tiny specks of market share. You can reduce the costs, work harder, work faster, and try to be as competitive as everybody else. And by doing so, you get very, very little revenue, and you are exhausted by the end of the day, and it's not fun at all. Instead of doing that, this book suggests something pretty powerful. Just run away from the red ocean. Run away from the competition and open up a brand new market of blue ocean space. A market that is not dominated by anybody. And you'll be the first to tap in. So that means it will be yours for years to come, because you're making the competition irrelevant. How do you achieve that? First of all, you need focus. You need focus on what you're really proposing. Focus on what's really elementary about your craft, about your business, about your selling skills, about everything that you like to bring to the market. Focus on just what's essential to that and strip away all the unnecessary parts. Everything that is not suitable, not profitable, not ethical, not right for your product, throw it away. Focus on what's essential. Offer something else. Take elements from something else and add it and glue it and stick it to your product. By doing so, you create something completely new, a diverse market offer. Run away from your old market, from your red ocean of bloody competition, and tap into a blue ocean of free market space by offering something that you created out of scratch, new. And then create a compelling tagline. If people think of you as an actor, as a seller, as a pitcher, as a company, they have to think of you in 3 words. Just do it. Or obey your thirst, right? So by doing so, you create your own ocean, your own space of market, and you will be the first to be in there, and you will dominate that market. You will make the competition irrelevant. But there's something else to it. To get into a blue ocean of free market space, you have to have self-awareness. You have to know what you're trying to offer. You have to know what your passion is. You have to know what your most unique skill set is in order to modify it, to refurbish it, to manipulate it, to make it even more remarkable, and then offer it to the market, and you will see, you will dominate the market. You will get rich recognition and recognized by your own product, with your product in a blue ocean space. And now, let's break it down for acting, and let's see how we can use this very powerful secret to deploy an even better acting performance, to make our performance even more remarkable and maybe create something completely new. Follow me. Think about Cirque du Soleil. There was a time when circus was nearly dead because it was unethical to keep animals, because it was expensive to travel around, because the circus stars were not as compelling as TV stars and movie stars anymore, and because the multiple stages were super expensive. So people didn't find it appealing anymore to go to the circus. Why Cirque du Soleil without any competition? Because they stripped away all the parts that were unethical, unprofitable, irrelevant, and not focusing on the core subject of entertaining people with amazing acts. And by doing so, they created a blue ocean ocean of something completely new. They redesigned the circus entertainment by creating a great environment, by creating a space where you like to be for hours. They eliminated the 3 stages by focusing just on 1 stage. They eliminated the ethical, doubtful, they eliminated the animal acts and everything that was unprofitable. They revolutionized the music, they made it modern, and they lent a narrative from the theater world to give the whole thing a compelling tagline, a story that everybody could follow through. And by doing so, they created a new product and made their competition irrelevant. And that's why Cirque du Soleil is grossing millions on 5 continents and is played almost in every big city. You can use this secret for acting too. I always wanted to do that. Think about Jackie Chan for a moment. He is the typical example of a blue ocean product. Jackie Chan is originally a martial artist, right? He's a kung fu fighter, a really good one. But that wasn't enough for Jackie Chan. To create his own blue market space without any other dominance, without any other competitors, he had to add something else. So he added action stunt performances, which is quite remarkable because literally Jackie Chan risks his life every time he shoots a movie. I'm looking ridiculous when I'm sliding down this ladder, which is actually a pretty easy task. And now imagine shooting a movie for over 90 minutes and doing all of your stunts by yourself. So that's crazy to think of. But that wasn't enough for Jackie Chan. So he added comedy to this whole product. So he had action stunt performance, martial art, and comedy all combined into a blue ocean body. An organism that had no competitors, that made competitors irrelevant. And that's why Jackie Chan is such a huge superstar, known all over the globe and grosses millions with every movie he shoots. Think about Jim Carrey. Does Jim Carrey have any competitors? No. Why? Because he stripped away all the parts that weren't necessary of comedy anymore. He revolutionized stand-up comedy. He revolutionized acting because he said to himself, I just focus on being this incredible, insane character that can move his body like nobody else can do. Jim, could you come down please for a second and show the people what you mean? Because Jim Carrey is so fast. He can break down his characters in seconds. His body is so incredible, adaptive to every situation that he's playing that he literally created a blue ocean product that he can apply to every movie he's shooting. And that's why Jim Carrey made the competition irrelevant. And that's why he's one of the biggest grossing actors in the history of cinema. Why? Because he created something new, something different. He has no competitors. You know, think of you as an actor. You have to go to auditions, right? So you're in the audition room and you have to compete with other actors. All actors raised with a certain skill set, all very educated, super trained, and ready to perform. And you are all competing for the same role. And that is pretty frustrating because if you go in there and you see 20 other people auditioning for the same role and you think, I don't have other tools, I don't have any other instruments or weapons to outsmart those guys, you're just one of a lot of actors who is waiting to be evaluated from the auditioner, from the casting director. Instead of doing so, why don't you create a product that is just your own? Why don't you lay down a strategic canvas for your skill set by figuring out what you can do better than anyone else, what you can do in a unique way? What is remarkable about you? How can you strip away all the elements that are not necessary for your craft and build them together with the most compelling tagline you can imagine? By focusing on this core business, you create a different option. You create a different offer. You create a different actor, a blue ocean actor that has no competitors. And by doing so, you have another mindset by stepping into the audition room. Because if you're going into the audition room, you think, I have something you guys don't have. You're way more relaxed. You're not competing anymore. You're offering something completely diverse, with focus, with a compelling tagline, and with a skill set that nobody else can offer. For sure, you have created something on your own for the audience that you can use and apply for every situation. Isn't that a way smarter move? To save time, to save energy, and also to get recognized way faster, because you have something that you focus on and you propel that in the most remarkable way possible. The two authors of the Blue Ocean Strategy, they made a long-term research. Over 20 years, they observed 108 companies. And guess what they found out? It's mesmerizing. They've analyzed 108 companies. 96 of those 108 companies were founded under the classical approach, the orthodox approach of competition, battling over market share, reducing the price, making everything faster and harder and harder and harder. And just 12 companies were founded with the strategic canvas of a blue ocean strategy. And guess what? After 20 years, the authors found out something truly amazing. These 12 companies that were founded with the blue ocean strategic canvas grossed 69% of the overall revenue of all 108 companies. So you see, if you're truly remarkable and you create something that belongs just to you, you make your competitors irrelevant. If you create a tagline that people can remember, something that describes a claim, a motto, something that describes exactly what your craft, your focus, your business is really about, and when you do it focusing on what's really important about it and strip away all the unnecessary elements, you create something so unique and remarkable you can live with that for years to come with no competition at all. Like the submarine. Think about that. Okay, I guess that's it, guys. I hope you liked this video. I love to shoot in these surroundings. By the way, if you stop by Munich, make sure to come over to the Bavaria Film Studios, book a tour, and see those attractions. They're really great value, super entertaining. And by all means, create your own blue ocean product. Get recognized by being remarkable and offering something that nobody else offers. Focus on what's really essential to your craft and nothing else, and get recognized in the audition room in front of the cameras or whenever you're trying to sell your product, your skill set, your craft. So if you like the value proposition of this video, share it to your community. What we're trying to do here at the COACHMC Studios to create a strong community of great actors for ever better performances, truly remarkable performances. So comment in the comment section below what you thought of this. Hit that like button if you like this. Feel free to subscribe and share it. Let's get stronger together. Do love act. Okay, Captain, ready to go.